tug out to the Constellation,
Mm,
US
yes.
Constellation.
Yeah.
And then we went from there to Okinawa.
Yes.
Oh, it's coming back to me now.
Yeah.
That's the island for most of it I couldn't think of, Okinawa, and we transshipped to an American Liberty boat.
Mm.
All the bunks were hammocks.
Yes.
The William J. Haskell,
Oh.
H-A-S-K-E-L-L, I can still remember
Yeah.
that. And then we came down to Manila. We were 10 days in Manila. In that time, I accumulated something like 36,000 cigarettes, a whole box of Corona cigars, 3 parachutes. Oh, I loaded with gear. How I came to have so many cigars was pipe smokers. The first time we arrived there, we were presented with a honey bowl pipe, one of those meerschaum pipes, you know, that curl. And I'd swap my tobacco for their cigars. So I finished up with a box of Corona cigars, that's the smaller ones.
Yes.
So my grandfather had a shoe shop in North Adelaide, and I used to ration them out to him.
Oh.
And he'd strut over to the Kin, I think it was the Kin Hotel in North Adelaide, with these 3 cigars, because they were a thing unknown, scarcer than rocking horse shit. Yeah, yes, he'd flaunt these in the pub. Yeah.
So from Manila, how did you come home to Australia?
Oh, yes, well when we when we'd been in there, well, about 10 days, we were shipped out to a aircraft carrier, the HMS Speaker. The butcher on board was named eand, a Welshman. We corresponded, still correspond with his widow. He died quite young, but I suffered there on board ship there. Being a butcher, I used to go down, because there was 2,000 of us, just over 2,000 extra on board, so we were fairly busy in the butcher shop. And Eddie'd have a 5-gallon container of ice cream made and put in the ship's freezer. I had the keys, and when it was time for us, we slept under the wings of the planes,
yes,
in the hangar deck.
Yeah.
And when it was supper time, I'd go to the galley, collect the ice cream, and we'd sit around and have the feed of ice cream. And we were hove to off the northern part of Australia. I don't know why, but I know they sent down word they wanted meat, and they threw a lump of meat over, and they were shooting sharks. And I went up and had a look, and they shot one, and the shark just went slowly down, you know, down further. Yes. Yes, we pulled into Sydney, and how long did it take to go from Sydney to Adelaide?
Were you still on the speaker? Were you still on the speaker when you moved on to Adelaide?
Oh yes. No, we transshipped, well, not transshipped, we left the speaker in Sydney and boarded a train for Adelaide.
Mm.
I don't know how long that took us to come home.
That might have gone through Melbourne, didn't it?
Hmm?
That might have gone through Melbourne. There wouldn't have been a direct line from Sydney to Adelaide.
I don't think we worried about our surroundings there. We all
No, you're just keen to get home.
just channel minded.
Yeah.
Tunnel minded. When we arrived at Wayville Showgrounds,
Yes.
from the train, the train line went actually past the back of the showgrounds, but they transferred us to a bus, and then we went into the showgrounds. My wife was there with my 3 years and 10 months old daughter, and she came through the window, because they weren't air conditioned in those days, just to slide up.
Mm.
She came through the window to me as if I had just been down the street to buy her some sweets, you know, chocolate.
Yeah.
She hadn't seen me.
No.
But my wife, I had, I don't know if you remember the photographs that were sort of folded around on a metal frame.
No.
Ah, yeah. You know, all those things are still packed away at my daughter's. It's.
But your wife passed your daughter through the window of the train to you, to hold?
No, the bus.
Oh, to the bus.
Yeah, the
right.
bus. Yeah. Handed her to me.
And this is out of Wayville.
And just as if I had just come back from the shop with some lollies for her.
That must have been emotional.
And most, I put all the credit to my wife. She must, well, this photo, that it's a very heavy plastic over the photo, and it's sort of folded into the metal.
Yes.
You can see the teeth marks are right around the photo where, because when she was naughty and she was scolded, she'd get the photograph and talk to me, you know, and then look at her mother and say, "My daddy will shoot you." Yes, she did a marvellous job. Yes, I've got all the letters that she sent to me that I never received until after the show finished.
Now, how long before you went away were you married? What date were you married?
Well, I was married in March.
Of March of 41?
41, yeah. Sailed in April, and my daughter was born in December.
Yes.
So I never lost one day. I never lost a minute, really.
Yeah, no, I understand. I can see that cheeky smile on your face.
And I lost my thought. Oh, dear.
So, Blue, how many children did you have?
4.
4.
Yeah.
And just one.
Which we spaced them 5 years apart.
Yes.
So that we could give them a good education.
Yes. Yeah.
The first one we didn't waste any time.
No.
Oh, that's all right. I got an itch.
Yeah.
I think it's just the scar of their op.
Yes.
Yes.
So the first child was a girl. What are the other 3?
The second one was a girl. The third one was a boy. The fourth one was a girl.
Yes.
Yes.
Are they all still alive?
Oh yes. Yes. I should have bought that. I don't think I did bring it. Oh, I may have. I may have in that.
I'll just turn this off. Blue, we didn't find those photographs that you wanted to show me. But,
no, but what I'll do, I'll run one off and send it to you.
Or get one of the kids to scan them and send them to me. Get one of your children to scan them and send them to me.
Yes.
Save postage.
That's better.
Yeah.
Yes,
well,
it's marvellous, you know. I was talking to my youngest one in
yes.
Canberra. Yeah, what was I looking at? Was it the computer or the mobile phone? Oh, mobile phone. And she said, Dad, have a look at your mobile phone. And there's her cat.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, to us it's hard to comprehend what we're going through.
Yes.
Such as science and nano this and nano that. Now, it's well, I'm very rudimentary in my computer knowledge.
Yes, yeah. Oh, well, you did pretty well. I'm pretty impressed with you. Yep. Well, Blue, I think we've just about covered your POW story now. There's one thing I'd like to conclude on.
Yeah.
Do you actually know how many times you had attacks of malaria whilst you were a prisoner of war? Would you have any idea?
I can't recall any except I was on that Bioki Maru.
Yes. And did you, post-war, did you suffer from anything that you would describe as an illness resulting from your experience?
Oh, just the nightmares, that was all.
Do you still have them?
Not as often as I used to.
Yes.
I mean, I'm climbing up ladders to get away from the bloody Japs.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah, trying to fly.
Yeah. That must have made it hard for your wife if you were having nightmares.
My poor wife, talking about that now.
Yes.
I can remember with my fighting and that, I cut most probably my toenails, cut her legs, you know.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she must have been a very understanding lady.
Oh, lovely, lovely woman.
Yeah.
As I told you about my marrying her.
No. Only the date.
Well, I went to see her grandfather to give her away, or permission, see, because of German descent, Traeger. He was the local blacksmith in Cowell on the west coast of South Australia. And so I went round and got his okay. And we walked out of there, round to the corner on South Terrace and Henley Beach Road to the taxi rank. And then it hit me, and I started to laugh. And she said, Norvyn, oh, that's 4:15.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Yeah.
That's the staff at the Balmoral
Yes.
did that for me.
Well, they'll be waiting for you.
No, because I go off to sleep.
Yeah.
That happens every day.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that's a good service, isn't it? Yeah.
Now, where were we?
You're getting married, and you went round the corner
Oh yes, I started
Henley
to laugh.
Street, and
Norvyn, what's the matter with you? What struck you funny bone? I said, I haven't even asked you, would you marry me?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how soon did you manage to arrange your wedding? How soon after that did you arrange your wedding?
Oh no, we married before we went away.
Yes, I know, I realise that.
Oh, that's right, that's right. I'm getting mixed up.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I know my sister, we were married in North Adelaide. My sister, where was she living then? Oh, she was here in Adelaide. Yeah.